Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, William Knibb Memorial High School student believed killed while spearfishing. A thick cloud of gloom hovered over Falmouth Fishing Beach Tuesday morning after the headless body of a William Knibb Memorial High School student, believed to be the victim of a shark attack, was salvaged offshore a day after he went missing during a spearfishing expedition. The left arm was severed from the badly mutilated body of 16-year-old Jamari Reed of a racecourse Falmouth address. Scores of people converged on the fishing beach to view the remains, which had been taken from the sea by divers. Among the gathering was the teen's grieving father, Michael Reed, a taxi operator. "I can't believe that he went to sea by himself yesterday, and that was the outcome. Sad to know. I feel so bad," said the heartbroken father, his face contorted with grief. The cabbie said he often discouraged his son from his spearfishing hobby. "It is something that we argue about, we fight about it. He's not doing it for a worthy cause. He's not doing it for a worthy cause. He's not doing it for our needs or anything. It is what it is still. Can you believe it?" the distressed father lamented. Christopher Reynolds, one of the bewildered fishers, sat on the beach staring blankly. He disclosed that the remains of young Jamari had been retrieved from the water by a group of divers who had gone in search of him on Tuesday morning. He said he was informed that a massive tiger shark was spotted in the water by the divers, who located the body shortly after they recovered the detached arm. "All of the fishermen went out there, and while they were diving to take him up, they saw the big shark. They shot at him, but they didn't get him," Reynolds said. He is adamant that the killer shark must be located and killed and the severed head recovered. According to Reynolds, that is done in other areas where fishermen find and kill sharks that attack people and take out whatever part of the body from their stomach. "I want us to do a similar thing here," he insisted. President of Falmouth Fisherfolk's Benevolent Society, Fritz Christie, said this was the first time in recent history that a shark has been said to have killed anyone in the Trelawney waters. He said it is being theorized that the shark followed a cruise vessel into the Falmouth waters. "It looked like when one of the ship come in, a big shark followed the ship come in. And it looked like when the ship leave, the shark did not leave the area. And the youth go out and he was attacked by the shark. It bit off his head," Christie theorized. He advised the spearfishers to exercise extreme caution after a cruise ship comes into the Falmouth port. "What we have to do is make certain when the ships come to be careful of the diving. The shark eat off the man's head, eat off one of his hand. It is crazy, man," Christie said. The Falmouth police are investigating. Man fatally shot on bus in St. Catherine. The Spanish Town Police in St. Catherine are investigating the fatal shooting of a man on a public passenger bus on Monday. The deceased has been identified as O.J. Brown, otherwise called the Skilly, a 22-year-old porter of Compound Central Village, St. Catherine. It is reported that about 6:10 p.m., Brown was a commuter in a Toyota Hiace bus. As the vehicle approached the vicinity of Thompson Pen and the Greendale Main Road, two men reportedly drove up on a motorcycle. They brandished their guns and they fired shots, hitting Brown repeatedly. They then drove away. He was rushed to the nearby Spanish Town Hospital, where he succumbed to his injuries. The police have not established a motive for the incident. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch is probing the matter. Changes in Canada won't significantly affect the farm workers program, says the government. Minister of Labour Pernell Charles Jr. says he does not expect Jamaica to experience any significant fallout from the announcement that Canada is to cut the number of temporary foreign workers being let into that country. Prime Minister of Canada Justin Trudeau made the announcement regarding the temporary foreign worker program on Monday. A media release from Charles on Tuesday noted that Trudeau has made it clear that there will be exceptions for the food security sectors like agriculture, food and fish processing. There will also be exceptions for construction and health care where acute staff shortages still exist. Charles said the ministry does not expect that there will be any significant fallout from the announcement. Notwithstanding, the government of Jamaica has proactively assigned our permanent secretary, Colette Roberts-Risden, on this special assignment to strengthen the program, provide sustainability, and to protect Jamaica's interest, Charles said. JCSA wants an urgent meeting with Finance Minister Clark ahead of his departure. The Jamaica Civil Service Association says it wants an urgent meeting with the Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, before he demits office. The association says trade unions have been caught off guard by the sudden announcement of Dr. Clark's imminent departure. JCSA President Tesha Clark-Griffiths says her members are worried that the negotiations with the Ministry of Finance under the compensation review could be derailed with the exit of Dr. Clark. She says that there are a number of outstanding issues.
We were in the position of drafting our claim, and we are actually have a draft claim in process right now that needs urgent attention. We are urging the Minister of Finance to call an urgent meeting with the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions so we can settle on these matters on the table. The Jamaica Civil Service Association is not prepared to undo the progress that we have made in the current negotiations, because we have been at this for more than a year now. I'm hoping that Minister Clark will call the meeting so that we can have a frank and urgent discussion on these matters, as well as be prepared to include in the September supplemental estimate the amount that is required to pay outstanding payments for public servants. I am really very disappointed that we are at a stage where now we have to be falling over each other and grappling for time to close our negotiations. I am also hoping that the new minister is properly briefed on the process and progress that we have made, and going forward in the upcoming negotiating period, that he or she is prepared to continue the discussions on the outstanding items under the compensation restructuring, items including anomalies and many other outstanding issues that we have on the table.
2 more high-powered rifles seized in St. James. Head of the St. James Police, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, says his officers have been making progress in their efforts to remove high-powered weapons from the streets of Montego Bay. 2 high-powered rifles were seized on Monday morning during an operation in Granville, St. James. The police say an M16 and an AR-15 rifle were found in Upper Gordon Crescent. This brings to 72 the number of illegal firearms seized in the parish since the start of the year. Superintendent Samuels revealed that 10 rifles are among the weapons seized so far this year. 6 weapons have been seized in the last 2 weeks, one of which is a Glock pistol that was reportedly retrieved when the police arrested the parish's most wanted man, Jermaine G. Mackenzie, on Monday. The superintendent said the police are happy with the successes so far and will continue to pursue wanted men and seize illegal firearms under Operation Storm.
With our last 6 weapons being seized over the last 2 weeks. Yesterday, we were able to seize another weapon, which is a Glock pistol, when we also arrested St. James' most wanted, Mr. Joseph Mackenzie, OC Jail, who was wanted for numerous murders and shootings across the division. We are very happy with the successes of the division. The men and women of the division are working very hard to ensure the safety and security of persons within the division. Our operations officer, he's leading the charge for Operation Storm, along with our men and women, and we are reaping some real successes. Since the start of the year, we have 43 less murders, which is a 33% reduction in murders since the start of the year. We intend to continue our assault, and we want to ensure that we rid the streets of as many weapons as we can and put behind bars as many wanted persons and persons of interest.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.